Welcome guys, so we're going to try this out. Going to make a fender for a C6 Corvette. Wide body rear. To begin with, I got my fender flares here that I used on my old RX-7. Definitely had molds for it in case something happened. So we'll be doing a resin layup with a 1.5 ounce mat right here, and using there it is. All right, let's get started. All right, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we'll be doing is waxing the mold. I use this kind of stuff, this mold release wax. You can get it at US Composites. That's where I get all my stuff. Pretty simple, easy, fast shipment. The first thing you want to do with this mold, this has been prepped already. So you just wax it on. Wax the mold release on. I have used this mold a couple of times, so it's easy to release. I usually let it sit for a little bit, about a minute or two, but we'll just go ahead and do it. Take the wax off. See, it starts to get a shine on it. Now what I'll be doing is I'll be using these flare right here to create a bigger fender or a bigger flare for the C6. The RX-7 opening is a little smaller than the C6. So we'll have to join two of these fenders to make one. Alright, so I waxed that. Usually do it about 2 or 3 times before the mold. For the official molds for this, we just do it one time. And then we use some mold release, PVA. And you can either brush it on or just wipe it on. I'll just go ahead and wipe it on. Depending on the mold, you can do 2 coats of this stuff. But for this fender flare, I just put 1. It'll pop right off. Alright, so let that dry. And then for the resin, I got 16 ounces of the US Composites 435 polyester layup resin. Catalyst at 1%. What I'll be doing here, I'll be adding the hardener a little hotter than usual. Right now it's about 60 degrees outside and it's a little thick for the resin. Plus, this is old resin. Get a paint stir. And I got about 4 milliliters for 16 ounces. So it's a little hot, but it'll work perfect for this. Just stir it around for about 30 seconds before it's ready to go. I'm outside and it's windy. You can't really smell the stuff. But in a closed garage, you want to wear a respirator. You don't want to stir it too fast, because then you get air bubbles in it. And unless you have a roller to roll out the bubbles out of the resin, it's a little harder. So with the brush, so you can do that. PVA is already dried because I brushed, or I put it on real light. Alright, it's about ready. Get your paintbrush, just brush it on. With this stuff, you want to work kind of quick, because it does, in the summer days, it does dry quick. So you want to work pretty quick. Alright, once I've got my first basically layer of resin covering up the part, go ahead and grab some mat. What I'm using is 1.5 ounce mat, also from US Composites. You can use a whole sheet, or you can just roll it like this, like I do. Normally have it pre-cut for a big part, but for this, I'm just taking it straight from the box. You want to just brush it on. Get another piece. When you got sections that are overlapping, go ahead and wet it. Get it in there, nice and wet. So for this part, we'll be adding 2 layers, just so we can create the actual flare that we need. I'm gonna keep working the part till all the air bubbles are out. Like I said before, usually I use a roller, a lot easier. You get a better part in the end, but you can do it with a brush. Alright, it's pretty good for our first layer. Alright, second layer now. As you can see, this thing will take the form of whatever you got. So whatever part, as long as it's wax and has PVA, like release, it'll the part will pop off really easily. Alright, so now we're gonna take it off the mold. Show you how easy it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the part. Now we got two. Alright, so there it is. Two of the fenders joined together to make one. Right now it's about a 55 mil. So it should work perfectly with these Conce wheels, which stick out about that 45, 50 mil. So that plus that should be the ticket. So next will be molding and bodywork and all that other good stuff to make this fit that. So that's it. I'll leave you with that till the next one.